This video is going to go through a number of important points regarding the letter ALIF. ALIF is the first letter of the Arabic alphabet, but unknown to many beginner students is the information that I will be sharing with you in this lesson. So it will be very important and advantageous for you to listen to it, to understand these points. And where the black line is, that's the reference point of where all the letters should be. So when we learn the other letters, we'll understand where to write it, whether it's below the line, above the line, or partially below and partially above. All this will be explained. So firstly, we'll be writing the letter. This is how we write ALIF. So it is a line that goes from the top to the bottom. We start from this position here and work our way down. And once again, and we'll write it 3 times. And there's a reason why I will do that. Now let's first of all explain where ALIF is located in a word. ALIF is found in the middle or the end of a word. It's never found in the beginning. When it is found in the beginning, it's accompanied with another letter, which we'll explain later on in this lesson. Now, first of all, let's look at these 2 words. Let's first of all read it in Arabic. It's mala. Mala. Notice here we have the ALIF in red, and the way it's used is an elongation of the A sound. Notice here, mala, as opposed to mala. Mala. So the ALIF gives the A sound, it gives it an elongation. So here it's located in the middle of a word. We could also have the ALIF at the end of a word. Example here is ma. Ma is actually used as a negation, like the word not. But the point though is that the ALIF is used as an elongation of the A sound. And in both of these situations, there's no harakah, there's no vowel on these letters. So what's on it is a sukoon. Now, a very important letter that is associated with ALIF, and in fact, when it associates with the ALIF, it actually becomes that letter. That letter is known as Hamza. So when Hamza comes into the picture and it joins to ALIF, we call this letter Hamza. Now Hamza is a strong letter. So when it joins the ALIF, it is referred to as a Hamza. So the ALIF accompanied with the Hamza is considered a Hamza. It is no longer ALIF, even though the ALIF is there, but we call it Hamza. Now when the Hamza comes in, it gives the ALIF and the Hamza together a vowel sign, either a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. And in this case, it can come at the beginning of a word also. So it can come in the middle, the end, and the beginning. Now what I want to do actually is to explain how to write Hamza with the 3 vowels. So let's begin with this. First of all, let's look at this. We have the Hamza here with a fatha. Over here we have the Hamza with the kasra. Notice that when it takes the kasra, the Hamza is written on the bottom, while when it's written with a fatha, it's on top. So wherever the vowel is located, that's where you write the Hamza. And then finally we have the Hamza with the dhamma. Now if you want to actually pronounce these, let's do it. It's going to be a, I, u. Once again, a, I, u. Now let's look at these words. So we have this word here, and I've put the Hamza in red. Here, notice here, amal, amal. So here there's a Hamza with a fatha. Over here we have the Hamza with a kasra. Ibrahim. Amal means hope. Ibrahim is the Arabic version of Abraham, the Prophet Abraham. Then we have here Hamza with a dhamma, in the beginning of a word, and here in the end of a word. So we have here the word and here we have yaqra'u. Yaqra'u. Means mother, and yaqra'u means he is reading or he is reciting. Let's go to part of a Quranic ayah. This is found in Surah Al-Hujurat. Ya ayyuhan nasu inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa untha. Notice here. Ya here. Ayyuha. Ayyuha. So here, it's the Hamza with a fatha. Then we go further, next one. Here, inna, e. So there's a e sound. This is the Hamza with a kasra. And then the last word is we have untha, This is a Hamza with a dhamma. Now, so what I want you to do is, and this is very important when you're learning letters, is to write them down. Just watching a video of them being written down is insufficient. You need to write these down and practice. So this is what you should be doing in your notebook. Get a notebook and start writing these letters down.